Hello, my cutiests of all cutienesses. This is my Gothic summer to fall look for 2016, and it's a double cut crease with an ombre lip and a nice heart to tell you how much I love you all. So, if you want to see how I did this entire look, you have to keep on watching as it's getting started right now. I'm using a foundation, and the one that's standing next to me is Essence Stay All Day Long Lasting Makeup in number 20 Soft Nude. And dabbing this on, applying it all over the face. I did not use a primer, but I did use a moisturizing cream right before I started. So, and what is all of that in my neck? I had a little dust cloud here before. I'm not gonna tell you how. I just had a little makeup dust cloud right here. And that is why there are leftovers in my neck and on my face. It wasn't a big explosion, it was just a poof of powder that wasn't meant to happen. So let's now make my beauty blender a bit more wet. I'm gonna attack it with my water gun. Okay, now the whole room is wet. I'm in one of those moods again, so be aware. Watch this video if you dare. And I need concealer today by the kilo. Oh my gosh, I'm so wrinkled. Or is it this mirror that it's an enlarging mirror? Oh, help. Do I look like this for real? Huh? I never saw myself up close like this. And I'm wearing enlarging contact lenses. I'm a windshield. Okay. God, I'm having it so bad today. The last couple of days, I am losing weight again too fast. Although I ate like a horse on holiday, I lost almost 2 kilos. But I moved much more than I normally do, so and I'm just powdering off. I am not baking, so I am not leaving it on. My good side is already wrinkling again. As you can see, I cannot stand powder. I will cover you. Ugh. I am going to put on the concealer and let it soak. I have done this before and it helped when I was in such a bad wrinkly state. I sometimes have no wrinkles at all. That's when I'm in the least amount of pain. But once I do have a lot of pain and lose weight, boing! And there I am, the old wrinkly monster, the makeup monster. And the makeup monster is now gonna do her brows. But I so much want to shave them off, but my husband would kill me. Now, would he? What if I shave off just... I'll be right back. Here I am again. And I shaved off half of my brows, but I must touch it up now with a little bit of my foundation. Now I can start off from the tip of my own brows, but I can make them any shape I want. Finally. I just took a razor and gone with those suckers. I am going to press in my concealer now. Oh, what a beautiful face. My concealer just dried up, so I am going to have to attack again with my water gun. Little spritzy there. Now that's a lot smoother. Hey, don't rub. Okay. Nobody's seeing this. You did not see me do that. I want to do my brows. And I want to do my brows actually very high and come up very low again. It's a new thing for me. My how to make brows wow. And with an angled brush, I'm gonna start off with this lightest color because I don't know where I'm gonna end up, you know. So first part, I'm gonna do my own brows the way they are. And then I am going to make them thinner. And I'm gonna make my arch right up there where it's never been before. So it's kind of like an S shape that I'm doing here. Yippah. I'm gonna do the other one and then we'll see. This is terrible, but it is because there are too much hairs left on my own brows to go up. So I will end up with no brows of my own. Which means I will have to draw them on every day. And I will scare the hell out of my husband every morning. Now I am going into Love Brunette, the darkest brown of this palette. That one there. So, taking my concealer brush and my special eyelash brow concealer. It's not a special one, but I like the use of it because it's so handy. Now I'm gonna start with this stubborn brow first. And as you might see, it is where my hairs still are, that it's not pretty. But I'm gonna cover that up as good as I can. Better. Not okay, but better. Okay, these are my new brows. And I am going to powder my face now because if it's not powdered, my eyes are not primed. An elephant in my eye. There he goes, up against the wall. I am sometimes getting so tired of myself, you know. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible today. And with my big fluffy brush, I'm now gonna start with my eyes. And I am going for a very dark, crisp. How do you call that thing again? A cut crease. Or a double wing. Or both. I don't know yet. I'm gonna start with my Urban Decay Naked palette number 2. And I am taking an eyeshadow brush. Yay! From my new Zoeva collection. These are really worth their money. Now I am taking the color Chopper as my transition color. And I am going to the tip of that new brow thing. I'm going very high with it. And then I am gonna take a more fluffy brush. It's Petite Crease. And I am taking the color Snakebite and I'm gonna pop that into my crease. And work it a little bit up on the outer corner. And bringing it onto the lid to halfway. So it's actually the outer V, but also in a little tip towards the end of the brow. And I'm gonna bring that a bit further now and blend it nicely to the upper side of the crease. I am going to take a very small appliement brush and I'm gonna take concealer on my hand. I am going to fill in where I want to cut my crease. About halfway the eye, but I'm going across. And this line has to end in a tip. So I'm going to make my skin a little bit more tight. So that I can really make that line as smooth as possible. This orange color, which is very shimmery, very bright, and I'm gonna tap that onto the concealer to make this really, really pop while it's still wet, so that it is a sticky base. Look at that color, wow, that is so pretty. And I'm only applying that where I have put my concealer. Now I am taking some setting spray and I'm wetting my brush with that. Taking my same eyeshadow and look at that. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. I never used this technique before, but I must say this is magic. you can make any shimmery eyeshadow into a metallic. And the metallic colors are so much in right now. You cannot escape the metallic makeup look from this year. So I'm spritzing a bit over my pencil again. So now with the thinnest pencil that I have, it's a liquid liner, and I'm gonna cut that crease from the inner corner of my eye two little lines there, and from those lines I am gonna go as thin as I can over that cut crease. I am going to slap a wing, but one piece of that wing is gonna go over into that cut crease. I'm scared. Oh, gonna let that dry and try the same on this side. I'm gonna connect the tip to my inner corner and I am going to do a normal eyeline. For the rest of the eye. So I'm connecting the wing over the lash line to the other side, as close to the lashes as I can. Gonna line my lower lash line and my waterline. And it's okay to make that a little bit thicker because I am gonna connect that with a double wing or to a double wing. As this is a creamy pencil, I am gonna set that with black eyeshadow using a very, very small lining brush. I'm gonna dab that onto that cream and connect it to that tip. So it's smudged out a little bit, but it is very well set too. To make the upper part of the cut crease, I am gonna take the color from my Naked palette, again the color Pistol. Gonna fill my pencil with that. And then I am going to connect that Pistol gently starting from the inner corner, but building up on top of that wing. And this brush isn't doing very much for me. I'm taking another one, a softer one. It is bigger, but I am placing my darker colors against that black line and working my way up into my crease, and then I am going to take black out and feather that from the line up, so that that cut crease really stays very sharp, but it goes over into a dark line, which I will connect with my wing. There. So this is my cut crease and I like it. Now I was thinking about making a double cut crease. Why not? So I'm just gonna make a tiny flick. First I'm letting it go along with the shape of my lower eyelid, but then I'm letting it go down, flare out. There, I like that. It's special. Now I was thinking I wanted to do this look a little bit gothic. So I'm going to try to find a beautiful, beautiful red, a burgundy red. And I am going to dab that on the outside where I did not put the gold. And this, I'm gonna feather out what's left in my brush. And then I am going to use my spray again. Make it wet. And go over this. And when it's wet, it's much darker and it fills in so much better, as you can see. And again, I'm gonna wet my brush. Oh my goodness, I like that so much. And you can also do this with water, with hairspray, with anything. It's also perfect to apply glitter this way. But we're not going for a glitter look. I want to go much more dark with this look. I am going to take just the tiniest touch of silver gray, putting that there and here, just the inner corner. But I am going to use some kind of silverish color with a blending brush, and I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. You still see my own freaking hairs. I almost have none, and then they do. Look at that. It's horrible. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna take my black liquid brow product and I am going to define or redefine my brows. So with a brow pencil, I am going to redefine these brows. And the same way they are, I'm gonna keep this shape, but make them black. Because I want this to be artistic, Gothic cut crease. And in this look, I want to try out my new black lip stain and lipstick. Let's leave it at that. I am going to spray some setting spray before I do my lashes. While that's drying, I can cut the lashes that I'm gonna use, and they are pretty big and bold and beautiful and special, and I don't know where I left them. As usual. I'm gonna give them a nice massage beforehand. Give them a nice curl. I'm gonna use my duo lash glue, especially at the corners. And this time I am going to give it as much time as possible to get tacky. Something that I never do. I never wait long enough. And everybody keeps on saying less is more. Well, that's crap. Because the less I put on, the more I have to add. So I am putting on a nice thick coat of glue. Now it is time to give my own a little nice curl. Curl away. Give me a curl, give me a nice curl. That's that. My lens almost came out too. Now, I wanted to go to my old camera. This Max and More is a very cheap, but such a good mascara. I love it so much. It really combs through the lashes. It's easy to apply. It's not too thick. It doesn't clutter. I'm gonna put some falsies on the lower lash line too, following that line. Yay! I do have them. I thought I ran out. There. Now, cutting off these plastic pieces that poke you in the eye. So I'm gonna use my normal glue, which I don't know what it's from because it's totally worn off. I'm gonna take my lash, put the glue on. Now, let's put this on the beginning. And I just press it against the skin immediately. You don't have to let it get tacky on the lower lash line. And it comes just to where that little wing starts. Cute, isn't it? So there, that's that. The lower lashes are placed. Making sure the outside is already stuck. That I'm gonna let dry for a moment. Now for the lips. I'm gonna outline my lips with black eyeliner. I do want to have a nice cupid's bow. Now I can make this bow. And I have a lip stain. I've got a new black lipstick, which is very beautiful, making a little ombre, leaving the inside red. Now I'm gonna check if I can pop the inner corner on. And now I'm gonna keep my hands off of that. So I've put on the red lip stain. Now I am going to try for the first time, but I'm gonna do it with a brush because I'm gonna line my lips with it. Black is about the toughest to put on, and especially a stain. And if you want to make an ombre of it, it's even worse. So I'm putting myself in a very difficult position here. Ooh, I'm shaking. It's just gonna give me a tiny bit more work to make it perfect. Or how I want to have it. I do want it a bit mixed together. There, that's better. I like it like that. Okay, so I've put on the lip stain, but I also have this new black lipstick that is not like my previous one, which was completely see-through. It didn't cover the lip at all. But this one really does, and I am putting it over the lip stain. Because lip stains tend to be very dry and do not blend easy for an ombre lip. To make it long lasting, I have first applied my liner and then a lip stain, and now I am putting on lipstick to have the more shiny color that I want. As the finishing touches, I'm gonna work this off with a tiny bit of a red lipstick to give even some more ombre effect. That's the ombre that I want. To keep this on even much better, I am giving it a little touch again of my red lip stain. Only in the middle. So, this is the final look, but I want to have one tiny little thing today. And that tiny little thing is a beauty mark. I don't know where, I don't know why, I don't know how, but I want a beauty mark. And I want a lip piercing right there, a real one, and I'm gonna place it. I'm gonna give me a beauty mark right there. Sexy, isn't it? It's even better if you make a little heart shape of it. So I make 2 little circles and connect that like an ice cream. Normally there, but I really like it here. There you go. This is a double cut crease Gothic like look, and I am going to put on a black with gray wig. Okay, there you go. Hi, you beautiful, long time no see. So, taking off my wig cap to put on a wig. Yeah, okay, it's me, I'm aware. I want to thank you all for watching this tutorial with me. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please give me some thumbs up, leave some nice comments down below. And for me, there's only one thing left to say, and that is, my love for makeup is spread all over to you, and I hope to see you in one of my coming videos. For now, bye bye. See you soon.